guys, this is Allison, and today we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing my Maze Runner Scorch Trials movie review. So I saw this movie with one of my best friends, Najibeh, about a week ago, and this movie definitely was exciting. It was exciting, it kept me interested, and I enjoyed the movie as a movie. So we're going to talk today about some pros and cons, and let's just get the cons out of the way so we can end with the positives. So some of the cons for me with this movie, like, I loved the first movie. It was so close to the book, and I just really, really loved it. And so one thing that I was kind of like a little, not like upset, but just, I guess, like disappointed in this movie is that they included like so much stuff from the third book. And so I don't really know like how they're going to do the third book. I mean, I know they're still doing it, and obviously there's going to be spoilers, so if you have not seen this movie, go see the movie and come back and watch this. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I don't ever remember them meeting like the right arm in the second book. I didn't think they did that till like the third book. And what else was new? I don't know. I just feel like that was like the main thing for me is that was like a huge change, like them meeting, you know, the Resistance. Like, I feel like they never met the Resistance ever in the second book. I don't know. I mean, it's been 4 years since I've read this book, so having to, like, you know, reread reviews and summaries, and so my memory's a little hazy, but I don't know. I just feel like that was such a huge part, and like then they already showed that, so I was like, well, then how are you going to transition to the third movie? I don't really know how they're going to do that. I don't remember that being in the book, so if it is, I apologize, but I don't know. I just felt like they should have saved that till the next book. What was another con for me? So that was pretty much it for me. Like, I was okay without Callie being in the movie because I know he's not even in the second book, he's in the third book. So that was just a major con for me, is that they included like so many things from the Death Cure in the second movie that I'm like, how are you going to do the third movie now? Oh yeah, the other one. So in the book, the Cranks are like super terrifying. But the scary thing about these Cranks is that they're actually like, they're not zombies. They're like real life people who are going like insane. And so when I saw, I don't know, we didn't really get to see a lot of the Cranks. Don't get me wrong, the Cranks were scary, but they were zombies. And I was like, no, they are not zombies. The Cranks are not zombies. They are human beings, and they are fully functioning human beings when they're in the early stages. And yet, whenever they're in the later stages, they're still functioning, but they're kind of going crazy. And so I feel like them to have, like, I feel like the whole zombie thing was just really, like, poorly done. Like, I was really excited to see, like, what the Cranks would look like and how they would act and how they would interact with the group. And they just looked like dead zombies. And I was like, really? I've seen that, like, 1,000 times. I don't know. I was just really disappointed in that. Okay, so enough with the cons. I hate being negative. Okay, so pros. Okay, so I really enjoyed the cast. The acting performances were amazing. Like, Dylan O'Brien carries this movie. If you have not seen him in Teen Wolf, you need to, because he is amazing in that show. He was also really good in the Internship, which I've seen, and I loved him in the first Maze Runner. I just feel like in this movie, like, Dylan really takes charge as like the leader of the group. Even it's basically what Thomas does. Like, he constantly keeps pushing, like, you know, encouraging the group along. And I feel like I just feel like Dylan just was amazing in this movie. I also really liked the girl who played Brenda, Rosa Salazar. I hated Brenda in the books. I felt like she was very annoying, and I just, like, hated her. I was like, go away, I don't even like you, like, leave. And so that's alright. That's one of the changes that I did like in the movie, is that they made Brenda so much more likable. Like, I really enjoyed Brenda in the movie. She's so, like, tough and, like, you know, takes no prisoners, and she just was amazing. I'm really glad they toned down her flirty personalities, because that was just very annoying and frustrating in the books. I loved her as an actress. I really liked her in Insurgent. We got to see her for, like, a little bit, like, one scene. But hopefully we'll get to see more of her in Allegiant. Okay, I also really liked Eris. Eris was played by Jacob Laughlin. I feel like he did an amazing job. I have not seen him in anything, but he was just so good. Like, I really enjoyed Eris. I mean, I know in the book Eris betrays them, but I really loved him in the movie. I felt like he was great. He was funny. He was kind of reminding me of like Chuck, the comic relief. So yeah, I love the action. The action scenes were incredible. Like you think it's over and it's like, oh wait, shoot, like we have to. I don't know. It kept me on the edge of my seat. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I was just like, oh my gosh, like so intense, and it was just. I really enjoyed the action scenes. The other thing that I really enjoyed was I was worried that they would not keep the Teresa betrayal scene in the movie. That's such a huge part of the Scorch trials just because Teresa gets back her memories and is forced to betray Wicked. Not betray Wicked. Forced to betray Thomas and the Gladiators. Because Wicked forces her to do it. So one of the things that I really enjoyed is like Kaya Scodelario just like kills it as Teresa. Like, you know, that in the book we have this scene where she basically physically and emotionally abuses Thomas, and that was a really hard scene to read because Thomas and Teresa are my two favorite characters. Like, it was really hard, and so seeing in the movie, I didn't know how they were going to do it. I just hoped it would be as good as the book, and it was okay. Like, I still got the feels from, you know, Thomas talking to her, and then Teresa's crying. Like, that was so sad. And then, like, she's, you know, that was a huge shocker, like, in the book, her betraying them, which is so huge. And, like, just because she's basically brainwashed by Wicked, she has to do this. She has no choice. And so I feel like it was just a really emotional moment. And I feel like the chemistry was amazing between Jill and Kaya. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I still like the first one a lot better. I feel like the second one there were too many misses for me. Yeah, there was lots of misses. But it was good as a movie, but, like, not as compared to, like, a book to movie adaptation. So, I don't even know how they're going to do the Death Cure just because they've included so many things in the Scorch trials. Like, if that wasn't my favorite, I don't know. My favorite book was the first one because the third book is just super depressing. The second book, you're so confused the whole time. So I'm interested. I feel like they can do it, but I don't really know like how they're going to do it since they included so many things from the third book in the second movie. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys had a wonderful evening. Bye guys.